got the game late because food expensive, gas and taxes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I had to fucking turn in my expenses and shit today for taxes, man. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a return, but dude, being a YouTuber, man, you gotta be careful about those taxes, dog. You gotta watch out for that. You gotta at least like keep like at least 20% of your check every fucking month, dude. In your savings, just for taxes, man, just to make sure you pay them off. But now I don't have to worry about that. At least that's you know, that's the bright side to it, since I don't do that anymore. Well, I mean, it's not my main thing. Let's just say that. It's just like kind of a side thing. It's like pocket money, man. It's still pocket money. But the place I work at, you know, it's just an Amazon warehouse. And that's why I get the return instead of having to pay for it. All right, so basically what happened is there's this guy named Matt What It Is. He kind of made a video about this problem that YouTube has been working on for over 2 years now, where there's these videos featuring kids, right, as like the main focus of the videos. And there are a lot of people that timestamp these in the these parts in the comments. Like they just spam them like a whole fuck ton of timestamps. And these timestamps, if you click on them, they lead to parts where kids are like in these peculiar positions where, you know, makes you question the commenters, and pretty much kind of pretty much kind of tells them they're pedophiles or whatever, because like they're like, you know, there's like kids, like, you know, it's supposed to be an innocent video, right, of like kids just making a video of themselves, right, or their parents making a video of their kids like doing some sort of activity like gymnastics, some shit, right? And you know how gymnastics goes, or yoga challenges go, right? Kids go into these positions, right? And the adults or the pedophiles or whatever who are into that shit timestamp these fucking parts where they're in that position and where they get fucking turned on by that shit. And this guy that was making the exposure video, Matt was making that video to kind of, you know, point that out. And it pretty much, like, you know, he makes a point, right, that it is a problem. But I think the problem in that video itself was that he didn't address the fact that YouTube's has been working on it in the background for years, because it is a problem. You know, that these pedophiles or whatever are, you know, spamming these comments and making, you know, indecent exposure pretty much out of these children, you know, pretty much, without, you know, like, and it is disgusting. It is sick, you know. It's these sick-minded motherfuckers are, like, you know, getting away with this shit. And not to mention, they're making these like weird fucking comments too, to the point where it is illegal. And YouTube has pointed out that they've actually reported this to law enforcement. So, you know, those guys are going to be in trouble pretty much. Now the problem is that the uploaders that, you know, that want to make the innocent content or whatever are getting the bad end of it, because they have what YouTube does is limit these videos on when it comes to advertising, because they don't want to exhort, if that makes sense, if that's a word, expose the fact that, you know, these like activities are a thing, and you know, and then on this platform, and, you know, and advertisers are still using this platform to put out their ads and you know you still have and you have these pedophiles to do their thing and stuff like that, while these ads are rolling and stuff. So it gives off the idea that they're promoting this kind of activity. So that's why I think what happened was, pretty much another adpocalypse kind of happened. I think I'm not too sure 100%, but it's kind of like what happened with the first one, where someone pointed out, someone from the Wall Street Journal made an article of a video that was like violent or whatever, gory or something, that was featuring beheading or some shit. It's just one of those like videos where either like ISIS or Al Qaeda or something were pretty much like punishing their enemy to whatever reason, they caught them and imprisoned them for however many days, and now they've received their full punishment by slitting their throat or whatever, right? And the journalist pointed it out. He like exposed that fact to pretty much the world, and all the major companies that were advertising their shit on YouTube at the time thought, I don't want my shit to be on these kind of videos, so I'm gonna pull out. So I think that's what's happening with this shit again, I think. So it could be pretty much Adpocalypse Part 2 or number 2 or whatever, because of this one guy pointing out the fact that, yeah, I mean, it is a problem with these pedophilic activities and shit in the comment section. But now the real problem I was going to point out is that because of the uploader and try to put out these innocent videos of their kids, and these commenters are coming in with their shit, YouTube's like, we're not gonna put any ads anymore because this, they even said in their little comments or whatever on Twitter that even if your video itself is advertising friendly, if the comment section is inappropriate, we're gonna mark it down for limited ads or no ads at all. So that pissed off a lot of people, because it's like they're basically rewarding the trolls and all the bad people who can possibly just go to other channels and just like spam all this dumb shit, and YouTube's gonna look at it as like, oh, this is also kind of fall into that category too, so we're gonna have to do the same thing pretty much. So it's like it's providing more tools for those kinds of people out there who hate this certain channel, so they're just gonna do that to that channel, and pretty much over time they're gonna run that channel dry, because they're all the other videos are gonna have the yellow dollar sign. So it sucks. So it's like it's just rewarding those people more, while the creator just gets all the bad shit, because especially with all the copyright claims that are wrong, they still have to suffer the consequences when it happens. It's just YouTube is not doing their part to prevent all these things from happening, and they're not handling the solutions whenever they happen in a rightful manner. It's the opposite of fixing the problem. Exactly. It's just they're treating the situation in just the wrongest of ways, and that's why people are pissed again at YouTube for for another stupid thing that they're doing. It pisses me off, because it's like, I'm like the guy where I'm like in some sort of in the middle ground, where I'm taking the whole content creation a little more seriously than your average guy that or person that just uploads their shit for fun, because I still kind of make some pocket money out of it. I try to make it sort of a serious hobby, quote unquote, but I take it seriously to the point where, yeah, I treat it like it's my platform too, where I want to someday expose myself to be you know, that kind of content creator, like all the other popular YouTubers and shit. It'd be nice, but you know, it's like it's still a hobby. But anyway, it makes me like just feel really bad because of all this shit. So it's like, what happens if it happens to me too? Like, I mean, it's more unlikely because, you know, I don't have any videos of kids or anything like that. But think of it like this, like, so it's like it's just so infuriating because, you know, people like YouTube made it really like, you know, they were really serious about like, hey, you gotta make your content clean, man, so you can run those ads, you know, otherwise you're gonna have that yellow dollar sign and shit. And you know, so you gotta really like, you know, limit on the cussing and shit, and like you gotta like just make sure everything else is clean too. All right, but then you have the people come in and like say all this stupid shit or do all this stupid shit, like all the time stamps and, oh, look at this kid with this particular position, whatever, man. It's so they're beautiful children, blah blah blah. All these like creepy comments. You can't do a thing about that. You can't control it. And yet, you know, that's another factor that YouTube takes in, and they think, oh, you know, oh, sorry, your fucking video is not ad friendly because of these comments or whatever. It's like, what the fuck can I do? Because I did my part. I did my job to make the video friendly or whatever, and then now it's like, oh my god, it really infuriates me, honestly. Like, I mean, I still love YouTube, but god damn, dude, they keep fucking tripping on their face, dude. Like, god damn it. God. Oh man. It's really making it hard for like the people who are actually trying to make a living out of it. I mean, I'm gladly I'm not trying to make a living out of it. I could have long time ago, but you know, I pretty much made the smart move of just getting a, you know, part-time job outside of, you know, YouTube and shit. So I'm okay. But you know, the fact that that can possibly happen to me, you know, where I put all this hard work and shit, and all of a sudden, you know, these stupid fucks can come in and just spam all these stupid shit, and then YouTube's like, oh, sorry, you're out of commission, or you're possibly, you know, you get these community strikes or whatever, or copyright claims, copyright strikes. Oh, sorry, 3 strikes, you're fucking out because of something you can't fucking control. Fucking YouTube is like just, they think they're doing something right, but they just keep going backwards, man. They are providing the tools, just laying them out for the trolls, man, and the haters and everyone else that wants to like ruin people's lives because, you know, because of whatever fucking reason, whether they couldn't succeed on YouTube, or they couldn't, you know, they can't fucking accomplish whatever fucking goal in their life. They just want to make everyone else miserable. And YouTube is a fucking platform to do that for them because it, you know, empowers them. It actually creates a clear result from them, you know, to ruin someone's life and to have that video demonetized or whatever. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. The only reason why YouTube is still around because there's nothing like YouTube right now. YouTube has such a big brand that there's no other website that can compete with it, because all the you know, big people are on YouTube. That's just how it went, man. And that's why, you know, fucking like Dailymotion, Vimeo, and all these other sites, they can't carry that same clout because that's just how it be. They are, you know, YouTube is that brand for content creation on the web to show videos off to the entire world, and they have exactly, they have a legacy now. They are implanted into the history of just mankind, pretty much. It's sounds funny, I know, but it's true. No one can deny that. What if you go up to an old person and you ask them about online videos, they're gonna think YouTube. That's just how it is. They are the Coke of online video content creation and stuff. And there's no one else competing with them, which is why there's no other, you know, there's no one else to tell them, hey, hey, you should do it like this. Hey, you should do it like that. Hey, you should handle, you know, these copyrights like this. Hey, you should handle these handle these people like this. There's no one else to tell them to do that except YouTube, and YouTube is just fucking it up. Man, god damn it, dude. But, you know, it's just how it be. It's just how it be. That's just, it's just something we gotta live with, because, you know, it's the platform where people make their living off of. You know, for all the big YouTube channels and shit. And whenever they establish their branding on YouTube, they're stuck with it, man. If you go anywhere else, they're not gonna get that same amount of audience. They're not gonna get the same audience, man. It's not the same. Yeah, it's absolutely lame, and it needs to be resolved. And no matter, it's just for right now. No matter how people, you know, express their anger and frustration and shit towards all the problems that YouTube's been creating and shit, and stirring the fucking problem pot, it's not really going anywhere. It's just like, okay, they solve this little thing, they do something, they did the one little thing that's kind of cool, but then they create other problems. These other problems get created, they branch off, and these people exploit them, and it just becomes a problem again. It becomes a big problem again, and it makes YouTube look bad again. And it's all because it pretty much goes back to the problem because YouTube is just so like they just want to please the investors, you know, that it all winds up to that. Because yeah, of course, money runs the fucking platform, but I'm just spitting out shit at this point. But point being, it's really bad. It's really fucking bad. It all goes, you know, going back to the point of the commenters and shit. It's really fucking bad. Now, I understand. They've been working on it for years. I'm aware of that. But this doesn't affect just content creators, but viewers too. What happens if your favorite YouTuber gets taken down because of people like that? That's you know, that's the outcome of if this problem doesn't get resolved, you know. Ugh. It's just terrible. It's terrible altogether. Everyone gets the punishment. The wrong people are getting punished. It's a big problem. The fucking creators have to fucking deal with it, dude. Look what happened to my channel during June of last year. My channel got fucking disabled for no fucking reason because YouTube fucking I don't know, they probably messed up on their algorithm or something. They like coded something wrong, and several hundreds of channels got disabled like mine. So I couldn't do shit for a week. And that was during E3 week. What a time to be disabled, man. What a fucking time to be disabled. And the only way to fucking get you know, YouTube's attention is on fucking Twitter. Why fucking Twitter, man? Why not on your own fucking platform? What if that person doesn't want to, you know, get their problem exposed to the rest of the world? Because everyone else could see that shit, you know? I mean, for the most part, people, you know, they like, people don't, the problems they presented aren't bad, so, you know, it's okay for them, for everyone else to see, I guess. But the fact that you have to go there just to get YouTube's attention, it's ridiculous. You can't contact YouTube on YouTube. You have to contact YouTube on Twitter. You see the problem there? You know, like, doesn't that not make any sense? Doesn't that sound weird? Not in the DMs either. Not in the DMs. You have to just tweet out. You have to just tweet it out. People will see that shit. It could be embarrassing, you know, like, oh, look at these videos that aren't getting any views, but, you know, they're getting unmonetized and shit for no good reason. So I gotta fucking just expose that to the whole fucking world, you know. But I mean, I personally don't care, but there are people who get embarrassed by that shit, and they gotta fucking put up with it because YouTube fucking sucks. Because they can't even talk on their own platform because they probably think it sucks too. You know? I remember YouTube just unsubbed me from a few people. That's what happened. That's what happened when the whole channel disabling thing happened, dude. I was a part of that shit. Can't even keep things private. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's the problem. That's another problem that people kind of don't, you know, really talk about. But I'm pretty sure it's in their head. But it's, you know, because there's bigger problems out right now, like the cold commenters thing and all that bullshit. See, it's like, what blows my mind is that why can't you just ban the commenters in the first place? Now, I understand there's a lot of commenters, there's a lot of people to ban, there's a lot of people to, you know, to go through, but that's the solution. That's what you gotta do. You don't punish the fucking creator. You don't unmonetize their video because of the commenters. That's fucked up. It's stupid. You're punishing the creators for something they cannot fucking control. That's not their responsibility. That's the commenter's responsibility. That's the viewers' responsibility. Not, I mean, and I don't mean all the viewers. That's just that person, you know. And yet you're punishing the fucking person who made that video. Maybe only mods can timestamp. Well, I don't know about that, but it's just people exploiting the tools that they're given because YouTube is stupid. The other problem is that YouTube is handling the situation poorly, and that just infuriates me, honestly. You know, funny, I actually made a video earlier about this. And I feel like this video is a lot better now that I can actually, like, fucking just, you know, let it all out, you know. In the other video, I gotta be a little more clean and shit, but I don't know, I may actually upload this one instead. I don't give a fuck, because it's like, what's the point? What's the point of keeping your video clean if other factors like this are gonna come in and mess up your fucking monetization that you can't control? And YouTube is like, oh, sorry, gotta take it down, or gotta take out take off the ads. Fucking stupid, dude. Fucking stupid. Dumb indeed. It really is dumb indeed.